This is an intermediate English listening practice. It comes from Book 5 of the Intermediate English Comprehension series, which has over 3,000 positive reviews on Amazon. Listen carefully and use the subtitles to improve your vocabulary and comprehension.
With their distinctive cry, huge wingspan, and bright white plumage, seagulls are a familiar sight in the UK's coastal towns. However, in recent years, these birds have started moving inland and living in towns and cities far from the sea. Scientifically, there is no such thing as a seagull. What we know as seagulls or gulls are actually several different species. With their webbed feet for swimming and sharp beaks for catching fish, these birds are supremely adapted for life along the coast. However, populations of coastal gulls have fallen in the last 25 years. Meanwhile, populations of city gulls have been increasing in many areas. Experts have several theories for why this change is taking place. They say the main reason is that gulls have less food in the sea because of overfishing, which is a worldwide problem. With less food at the coast, these clever and adaptable birds have moved inland to find new homes in the UK's towns and cities. Urban environments are great places for seagulls to live. Instead of coastal cliffs, there are lots of buildings where they can build nests. Instead of fish, in the city, there is plenty of leftover food, such as hamburgers and chips. Some gulls even eat pigeons and mice. On the coast, gulls usually rest when it is dark, but in towns and cities, the streetlights mean they can stay active at night. Finally, there are fewer natural predators in towns and cities, which makes them safer places to live. Unfortunately, while living in towns is good for gulls, many people are not happy about it and often complain. For example, seagulls can be very noisy and wake people up early in the morning. They often create a mess when they tear apart bin bags looking for food, and their droppings are also a nuisance. However, the most serious accusation against seagulls is that they are dangerous and aggressive. For example, there have been several reports of seagulls attacking people who are carrying food. The birds often swoop down and snatch it from their hands. Furthermore, if seagulls have nests with young chicks, the adult birds can be extremely protective, attacking anyone who gets too close. Because of these problems, some people have asked the government to control the number of gulls in cities. Others say this would be cruel, and they point out that some gull species are protected because their numbers at the coast have fallen. It is clear that seagulls are extremely adaptable birds, and that rather than becoming extinct, they are finding new homes in our cities. Can we learn to live together, or is this one relationship which is doomed?
If you'd like the full text with comprehension questions and vocabulary explanations, Book 5 is available on Amazon. The link is in the video description below.